Jean-Baptiste Grenouille, is that you? Y'all are gonna get me in so much trouble. So a lot of you have mentioned from my previous videos of Ancient Techniques of Enfleurage, the book Le Parfum by Patrick Suskind. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I read it both in English and in French and also saw the movie. For you guys who haven't either read the book or the movie, make sure you check it out. For me, it was somewhat life-changing and very inspirational. And hear me out, obviously, you know, this whole book is about a perfumer who becomes sort of a serial killer. But for me, it was extremely inspirational because, one, it was the first time I was in contact with the concept of perfumery and extraction of scent. And for those who don't know the story, the main character, and I could also say the protagonist, is trying to extract the scent of different women through different methods of extraction in perfumery. And obviously, the method of enfleurage is featured in it, and it's pretty grotesque. But I gotta say, to be 100% honest, I was first exposed to this book in high school through a friend, and I did actually identify with the main character. And hear me out, not on the level of, you know, his murderous side, but his mission. And with this video, I'm sort of tiptoeing into book talk, but where I identified with the main character is that, you know, you have a main character who's kind of thrown into a hostile world, who is, you know, misunderstood, a little bit socially awkward, and has this amazing talent. And I sort of identified with his alienation in the whole book and story. And if you kind of dive into the story, what was the main character really trying to accomplish? And this is a spoiler alert, so for those who don't know the story, you might want to tune out. But the main character was actually basically looking for love. And I think that's part of the beauty and tragedy of this story, because the main character was just, you know, sort of rejected and just essentially wanted to be loved, had the superpower, didn't know how to use it, and used it in terrible, terrible ways. But as you guys know, like in the end, when he realized that even when he had achieved his mission, it didn't bring him what he wanted, because people didn't like him. They didn't like him. They liked what he created. So I don't know, like I sort of resonated with that idea, that search for love and acceptance, and I thought it was a beautiful and tragic story, the kind of stories that I love, and it's the kind of stories that I resonate with and that I bring into my brand. But yeah, for those who have not seen the movie, check it out and read the book.